Okay, this is the storm drain coming out of the building. We've already run the camera up in there and located the line. Found some roots in the line, and there's several places where the line has come apart. When they ran these ceramic lines, a lot of times they wouldn't use a fitting on it. They would just tilt the pipe a little bit. I think it has 145 in it where it really needed 2. I could be wrong, but I only seen one directional fitting in here. There's the roots right after you go in. Kind of hard to get past them. There we go. And it looks like we're going straight, but actually when we're hitting those joints, it's actually turning to the right a little bit each time. This joint here, it's actually tilted up. That's going to be farther apart at the bottom than it is at the top. Just giving you an idea of what I'm talking about. Same thing here, it's tilted down. And this one here is one that goes off to the right on a kind of a 45-degree angle, just a little bit. It appears pretty straight, but it's not. Okay, this one here, it goes a little more to the right. This takes us out into the parking lot. Not quite halfway up yet. A lot of times they would use short joints of pipe and put a little space in each end of it to get a turn. And that's why these pipes are notorious for coming apart. It's not the pipes, it's just the people that put them in the way they did them back then. On a storm drain back all them years ago, they didn't think it'd be as much trouble. They didn't think about all the traffic and stuff we got nowadays. Pipe holds water several places. That's where it's settled over the years and falling backwards. Got bellies in it. And here's where it's about halfway up, a little over halfway up to the parking lot. Here's where we start finding a lot of rocks at. You can see here, I got a pile of rocks to go over. Right here. It's kind of unclear if it came in this joint or not. You can notice here how your joints, look up through there, your pipes are not going straight. They're kind of angled off in one direction to the other. You look at the parking lot, it looks like a couple guys was drinking when they marked this thing off. It's just where the pipe shifted over the years. The bad thing we found, gonna get all the way up to the building, we got rocks up there. You can see here, for an example, how deep the water is on this joint. That's over 2.5 inches deep. That's about how far my camera is out of water. So we know it's at least 2.5 inches deep there. Then when we jump in this next joint, it's not even an inch deep. Not even a ½ inch deep, just right on the bottom of the pipe. And then you go to the next joint, it gets deeper again. That just kind of shows you how these pipes, they move and shift. It's going to get worse as time goes by. They're going to come completely apart. Now From my understanding, the last fella here that cameraed the line, he seems to think that the sanitary sewer is busted and the water's running over here into the storm drain. One, because there's always water coming out of here, and two, because he said he found breaks in both pipes. And I don't know. I mean, the ground's going to filter it some, but there's no way to filter out the smell of sewage water, not just in that little bit of area, as long as it's been running. So I'm not sure about his theory. There's no sewage smell whatsoever in the storm drain. No signs of the kinds of funguses and stuff that you get in a sewer. Now, what we do have is a lot of gravel. These joints are just all to pieces. And where we're at now is up to the building. And this one here is the one going straight up into the front of the building. And as you can see here, tons of rocks. There were two of them joined together. One coming off to the left. And this here is, pretty sure, it's on the front walkway of the building up there. If not, no, it's right in front of the building. And here's where we go into the building. This right here is under, when it stops right here, right there, that's under the front door of the building, right where the windows and everything are. Let's see if I can get past it. I don't think I can. I tried to get past it a while ago and didn't have no luck at it. I'll try a couple more times. I don't want to turn my camera up. Nah, it's useless. You can see there, that thing's always shut in there. That's inside the building. That's inside the lobby. Just inside the front door. So, that floor is going to have to come up in there. What's going to happen, I mean, unless this is the end of the line, and it's not because there's no pipes coming down there, what's going to eventually happen, this water's going to eventually back up inside the building. If we have a bad storm, it ain't got nowhere to go. There's no way water's going to come through fast enough to let all that roof water or drain water come out. It's going to back up in the building somewhere. It might be up around the edges of the concrete, and they might find a busted drain to go into, but it's going to go somewhere. So that's the storm line. Everything's marked out. Like I said, this right here is under the front door. And everything here, it's about 7 foot deep. It's between 6.5 and 7 foot deep under the front door. Now, what I might be able to do, if we dig that up out in the parking lot, replace what's in the parking lot, when I get up there, maybe I can take a rod or something, reach back in there and pull this gravel out so I can get the camera on past there, find out exactly where the problem is back there. This rock did not back up that line. It come from up that line somewhere. I don't know what kind of roof they got up there. Sometimes they have rocks on the roof. But I don't know if there's traps up there. I have to check all that out later. I hate to get this far and not be able to go no farther, but if I keep pushing, I'm just going to push them up in a bigger pile and make it worse. For now, this is all we can get. As you can see right there, that line, it's basically full. And them don't look like the kind of gravel you'd have on a roof. I normally use a round rock up there. Also, he was talking about this water running all the time. Well, it's coming toward me, and we're up in the building here. So you've got a constant flow of water. It's not sewer water. It's not sewer water. It's either groundwater back there behind the building, or there's water coming off the roof, condensate line might be dumping in it. Not sure yet. I'm gonna keep recording this till I get it out, just see if I see anything else that I missed. And all these joints are bad. I would highly suggest digging this up and replacing it, because it's just gonna get worse. And the only way I'm gonna be able to get that out up there in front of the building and see what's going on in behind that gravel is dig that up and reach in there and pull it out somehow with a jet or a rod. I've got a couple more things I'm going to do. I'm going to let this water clear up a second. A couple more things I want to do. I'm going to, of course, videotape the sanitary sewer. And when I get done with that, I'm going to go get some dye. We're going to dump some dye in the mop sink inside the building. I'm going to run water, and we're going to see what color comes out of the storm drain. If it comes out the color of the dye, then it is crossing. If it don't, it's not. The groundwater, it will filter, but it won't filter at food coloring. It's going to be actually, the color of the water, so it won't filter the coloring out of it. So if it don't come out color of the dye, it's not crossing. This concludes the storm drain recording. I'll shut this down. The next one will be on the sanitary sewer. Thank you for your time.